Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a video about Infinity Nikki. Now, if you're like me, you've never heard of that game nor of this series. There's been a couple of games in this series. One of the viewers left a comment about the game and wanted to have me check it out, so here I am. Now, this, according to IGN here, this is a console-ready follow-up to Miracle Nikki and Shiny Nikki, which is a series of dress-up games on mobile, which is probably why I've never heard of it before. I'm not big on mobile game. My eyes, I get older. I can't sit there and stare at a mobile device for that long. And it's a dress-up game, so it doesn't really sound like something I would have been into to begin with. Now, what I do find interesting is that one of the Breath of the Wild directors has come over, Kentaro Tamanaga, as an executive producer on this game. They're kind of combining the, I guess, open world of Breath of the Wild with the dress up of the previous games for Nikki. So yeah, let's take a look at the preview that IGN did and see what you guys think. I can tell you right off the bat, the character design looks to be well done. It's not the stuff you've seen us talk about here on this channel from the Western game devs. So that's a positive going right into it. So let's take a look. Now, I will be playing this on a little bit faster of a speed just because some of these videos go a little long. So,
at last, an open-world game that measures up, literally. Infinity Nikki is the console-ready follow-up to the Miracle Nikki and Shiny Nikki series of dress-up games on mobile from Chinese game publisher Infold. However, it also takes some influence from the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I love the way she levitates there. I noticed that changing the clothes seemed to also change the hairstyle, so that is interesting. And I wonder, seeing how she jumped and then changed, almost like she's floating, does the dress up or the changes of outfits have different skills or powers associated with them? Like, if you have to do certain things in the game, will that require you to have certain outfits?
With ex-Nintendo Breath of the Wild director Kentaro Tominaga as its executive producer. And as I discovered from 3 hours playing a packed new demo on PC, Infinity Nikki blends the best of these two
It does look like she's able to have some sort of jump or float-in type of mechanic with that outfit there. So that may be true. There may be skills associated with each outfit.
Worlds and tucks a ton of surprises under its sparkly belt.
Beautiful world, not gonna lie.
As she digs through her attic in search of an outfit for the ball, titular heroine Nikki is thrown headlong into adventure when she finds an enchanted red and purple glittering dress in a wardrobe. Dancing with the dress, it suddenly pulls her and her talking cat-like pet stroke BFF Momo into a fantastical, mysterious realm.
Every game, every movie, there always seems to be a cute pet associated with it. Now, that's a trope I think everybody is doing. Don't get me wrong. I think they're cute, and I like it, but everybody's doing it. It's funny.
There, in the bowels of a crumbling castle, Nikki meets a cursed goddess named Ina the Curator, who grants Nikki with the Heart of Infinity and all its powers, sending her to Mirrorland and tasking her with reviving all the miracle outfits
She's
to save the world
hot.
from evil. It's like the Wizard of Oz meets Final Fantasy meets Paris Fashion Week, with a healthy sprinkling of Gravity Rush.
When I see this type of subtitles, the way they display here, I whatever reason, I think it's just all reading. I really hope it's voice acted. I don't know if it is. I haven't seen anybody play the demo, but I hope it's voice acted. I've gotten spoiled with voice acting, especially if you're streaming a game. Voice acting helps. You don't have to read everything.
And the never-ending story, for good measure. Just like in Breath of the Wild, Infinity Nikki has an impressive sense of scale and varied locations that encourage exploration. The rolling countryside and mountain backdrop of the opening Memorial Mountains location is Hyrule as interpreted.
To me, I did beat Breath of the Wild. I even went and I played Tears of the Kingdom. I got probably about halfway through, maybe 3/4. But to be honest, I feel like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are a bit too open world. I like to be guided just a little bit more. I like to have the option to explore. And what I mean by that is, for example, in Tears of the Kingdom, they had certain cutscenes that would play at certain locations. The problem ended up that these cutscenes would tell parts of the backstory. The problem ended up being is that there was nothing there to guide you to these locations. So you would randomly come across them. And what you would find is that you were getting a lot of the backstory just kind of out of order. Now, was it a huge deal? No. But it would have been nice if it would have been a little bit more directed, like, hey, you can explore, but here's where we'd prefer you to go first, or have those other areas kind of locked so that you do them in order. I kind of like to have a mix of both. I don't want it to be completely too open world where I spend 100 hours in a game, because I feel like I personally have to explore every single crevice of the map, and I do. That's just me. And so I lost interest of Tears of the, I lost interest in Tears of the Kingdom halfway through it. It's just kind of like, okay, I'm bored now. I'm done.
By Studio Ghibli, while the village of Florawish is idyllic and alive, drenched in colourful flowers and bustling with NPCs who give Nikki interesting lore updates or side missions. The village's gorgeous European architecture is dotted with collectibles such as planes, the game's
architecture
currency,
is
and ring stars,
beautiful.
essentially skill tree points that reward curious explorers.
Okay, so they got skill tree points. Okay.
Dungeons offer more advanced platforming action and fantastical boss creatures, while glowing pink cubes open up Zelda-style shrines with environmental puzzles.
Yeah, this very much does look like Zelda style.
And other challenges that grant special rewards when beaten. True to the roots of the Nikki series, the fashion theme permeates Infinity Nikki from shoulder to hem. With her long pink twin tails and her cute feminine style, Nikki is fabulously dressed from the off, and players.
But what's the combat look like? Are they going to show that? Because I am kind of curious as to how is it all magic based? Do you do any sort of physical attacks? I mean, she doesn't strike me as a character that would do physical attacks. So beautiful though. Don't get me wrong.
Can unlock a huge variety of outfits. A skill tree allows you to spend whim stars on outfit blueprints,
I like
while
that.
others can be received
Okay.
from NPCs and side quests or by
So it
winning
looks like your hair changes with the outfit.
from a gacha machine. Once you have the blueprints for an outfit, you can craft it, so long as you have the corresponding materials.
Oh, did I say gotcha machine? Did I hear that right? Hold on.
And side quests or by winning them from a gacha machine.
Okay, so it's a gotcha game. How big of a gotcha game is it? That's something I'd be curious about. I never played any of the other ones, so I don't know if they were pure gotcha games. I would expect them to potentially be, because of the outfits. That's kind of where you get a lot of the outfits. I'm curious as to if there's crafting in the game. Do you craft the outfits, or is the only way you get the outfits through the gotcha system? You might get a couple of hand-me-downs through the main story. Who knows? I don't want it to be a game where I have to spend a lot of money on. I played First Descendant, and I probably spent more money on that game than I would have if I just bought a $70 game outright. So, yeah, I can't handle games like that. I won't, and so I'll end up spending more money than I realize.
Once you have the blueprints for an outfit, you can craft it, so long as you have the corresponding materials. Some of these outfits give Nikki new abilities, such as a floating jump to cross wide gaps, a glider similar to Link's, a long-range attack to purify enemies, or an angling suit to go fishing.
Okay. Oh, fishing.
Each of these special outfits.
I hate fishing in every game, whether it be... Did Zelda have fishing in it? Don't remember. I know Stellar Blade had fishing in it, and it's so boring. Any game that's had fishing, it's like, ugh. Minecraft, World of Warcraft, Stellar Blade. There's probably a couple others I can't think of. Final Fantasy 14 has fishing in it, and I have not tried it at all. I have no desire for fishing. It did sound like, though, from what he said, that I was right. Each outfit has different abilities with it.
Outfits can be equipped by a selection wheel or by using keyboard shortcuts. Others are purely cosmetic and can be mixed and matched to your heart's desire. Rich graphics show the detail in each item of clothing, right down to the type of material, from delicately patterned translucent silk to chunky wool. Each outfit comes with its own set of animations, too. For example, when Nikki changes into the floating outfit, bubbles follow her as she glides gracefully across the screen, adding to the vibe nicely. Enemies, too, are sometimes made from scraps of spare fabric, while all of the crafting materials Nikki
I've only seen her do ranged attacks. Is that all she does?
collects are used for making clothes, from plants in the shape of buttons to insects in the shape of socks. One outfit lets Nikki brush and trim animals for their fur, enabling stealth movement so that she can sneak up and catch them unaware. As you trim creatures based on cats, dogs, and sheep, they roll around in ecstasy.
So there's an outfit specifically for petting dogs, I guess, or animals. They said it allows you to sneak up on them. Okay. And everybody loves petting animals in games. Any game that has implemented that, like Baldur's Gate 3, my wife and I, we loved pet and scratch any chance we get. And then once you got like the moon beast or the moon owl beast, the owl beast, he was so cute. We loved pet. They're best when you had like talk to animals enabled. They were so cute. And so I know a lot of people are going to love this feature of this game.
Which is so cute. Who's a good little pup?
Especially being an animal
lover.
lover.
Is populated by fashion-conscious characters, both male and female. Early in the demo, Nikki meets Dada and her younger sister Bebe, who invite her to join them in the Florawish Stylists Guild. The guild house is bedecked with beautiful decor.
Wait. Dada and her younger sister Bebe. So there's a girl named Dada? Okay.
Member impeccably dressed. Meanwhile, Giovanni, a local crafter of wishing items, is softly handsome, like he stepped directly from an otome dating game. Once registered with the guild, Nikki, now a
I hate
full-fledged
that guy.
stylist,
He's too
receives
good
a Pair
looking.
Pal tablet, which is essentially her Sheikah slate, from which you can enter your nickname, check Nikki's stylist level, adjust her wardrobe, and track quests and crafting ingredients, while the map is marked with useful icons. All in all, it's a set of immediately approachable and useful tools. Similarly, the game offers various options to aid exploration, such as a bicycle rental shop, and if you can find it, a giant
You have
building
a
that
race there on the
flies a
back?
predetermined
Okay.
loop around the
Yeah,
map.
that's kind of
Infinity
standard.
Nikki's dungeons do offer a fair degree of challenge. An early dungeon I played saw Nikki traversing the Dream Warehouse, a magical building with thousands of discarded paper cranes dotted all over the place, each representing a wish cast by the hopeful villagers of Floriwish. The warehouse has now been overrun by monsters, which Nikki must purify.
So you don't get a double jump, but it sounds like you can somehow change into your outfit on the fly. Like, I mean, that was a pretty quick change. Kind of get the float ability. So instead of a double jump, you can kind of extend your jump with the float. Yeah, I wonder how you change so quickly, or if you have to designate those outfits ahead of time. And so you have to kind of know you're going to need those outfits. I don't know. Interesting though.
The origami papercraft motif continues as you begin platforming across giant paper cranes, which seesaw as Nikki clambers aboard their wings, making timing important. Nikki can also dash, which doubles as a dodge, and perform a ground pound type attack to defeat enemies or smash breakable objects. It's not the toughest platforming challenge in the world, but it's enough to keep you on your toes.
She does have a
The
ground
stage ends
pound
with Nikki
attack.
riding on a massive paper crane that soars ever higher over a stunning skyscape to the soundtrack of a song with lyrics about reaching new heights, a dizzying reward for your efforts so far.
Do you have music like that all throughout the game? I mean, I know it's playing a little bit fast, but it sounded good.
An offline demo, but the game will eventually include online features. The details of the online gameplay are still TBC, but the developers explained it will be a solo-focused game where everyone plays as Nikki, but with community aspects.
Okay, if it's online, do you see all the other players? Because it would kind of be funny. Do you see all those different versions of Nikki walking around and be like, "Hi, Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Hey, Nikki." I wonder how socialized the game will be with these other players, because they did say it would be solo-focused. So, interesting.
There is an innocent charm to Infinity Nikki. The protagonist is endlessly cheerful, constantly bigging up the characters around her with "You got this" pep talk. When a feline friend Momo pulls out a camera to introduce
love the
photo,
hair.
Nikki tells him, "You look like a professional photographer," a refreshing show of positivity and enthusiasm that is infectious. Incidentally, the photo mode is excellent, perfectly tailored
people
for such a
gonna love
fashion-focused game
this.
and packed with features. Photo mode alone could occupy you for hours.
I play Final Fantasy 14, and G-Pose is a huge thing in that game. People are clamoring to have a photo mode enabled in Stellar Blade as well. So people love doing this. Especially if you have attractive characters, you got to have a photo mode.
As you have Nikki switch between outfits against the picturesque backdrop of luscious hills and sparkling streams, and pose for the camera with a bouquet of flowers, lounging on a bench, or making a heart shape with her hands. Mirrorland's locations are filled with wonder, its atmosphere endlessly engaging. The game is dripping in detailed fashion, rich animations, and watercolor concept art, while its mechanics are surprisingly deep and interesting. I was also surprised to find myself drawn into the story, in which an ancient battle between gods and demons has given rise to a centuries-old society of stylists. It's certainly unique.
Okay.
I have to say, I never knew dressing up could be so much fun. My time with Infinity Nikki left me eager to try on the finished.
Story between gods and demons resulted in a world of style. Okay. I mean, the game seems interesting. Initially, it didn't strike me as a game that I would ever play. My concern with it is that it is a gacha game, and sometimes those games tend to be a little shallow. Although some of the more popular games today that Hoyoverse puts out, such as Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, does Hoyoverse do that one? I can't remember. Anyway, those are gacha games, and they're pretty popular. So. Beautiful character designs, beautiful world design. I'm glad we're not dealing with any of that AAA crap that we normally see here in the Western dev area, where you gotta have everything represented. So, just hopefully the game is good. It seems like it's popular, and it's in closed beta right now, so I don't think I can play it, but I did register for it. So hopefully it'll have either an open beta, or the game's set to come out around Q3 of this year. So I may give it a shot and see what it's like. Like I said, I hope it's voice acted, especially if I'm going to stream it, because you don't want to hear me read everything. I mean, this ain't a guy that you want to hear talk to all the time. Watch my videos though. All right, well, the game looks interesting, so give it a try. It's Infinity Nikki. I know I will be, and it may be something my wife tries. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, so it looks cute. Looks like it's got promise, and at least we don't have to worry about any drama with the character designs. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will talk to you guys next time.